Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another episode of the most offensive podcast ever. And today, I am going to ask you to stop being a victim. This whole victim mentality situation that we got here in this society is going a bit too far. Before I continue, I am going to warn you that this is going to be a very sensitive topic, and you might want to stop now. This is a subject that is not too often spoken of. The victim mentality runs deep within our culture as blacks, as a man, as a woman. Runs deep. We always want to point the finger at someone else. We always want to blame this person and that person and this company and this corporation, the white man, the white woman, the white supremacist for what we going on in our life. Now, let me get to this. Why do we do that? Why are we always pulling out the victim's card? Why do we always want someone to feel sorry for who we are at the moment and where we at the moment? Why? Why can't we just take responsibility for the decisions that we made, the actions that we took that led us here? Why? I want you to just take a walk into memory lane. You yourself. I don't know who I'm talking to. I don't know who this is affecting. But I'm speaking to somebody right now. I'm definitely speaking to myself. But go back a couple of years. You were at a point in your life when you made a decision, and you know darn well that if you do not accomplish these things, this is where you're going to end up. But yet you choose to play the victim role. You choose to allow people to feel sorry for you. Now you want to bail out for the government because of all the college bills that you got. When you knew the subject or the career path you took, they didn't have a job. You weren't going to get anywhere. Or maybe it's saturated. Maybe it's not popular. Maybe it's something that wasn't needed at the time, but you just wanted to accomplish something. But now you got nothing but bills. And you want the government to bail you out. Then you choose to play this victim mentality role. You want people to feel sorry for you. You knew the dude that you got with was no good. You knew he was no good. But yet you chose to get with this dude. And it was no surprise when he hurt you. But you still chose to be with that dude. And then the kicker is you want people to feel sorry for you. Didn't I tell you this is going to be uncomfortable? It's very uncomfortable for me to say what I'm saying because there are people out there that's going through these hurt, that's going through this pain. And I know there's another video I made that says your responsibility, your decision. This video is saying do not be a victim. Stop with the victimhood mentality. You know, when you choose to be in a relationship and you choose to go out of the relationship for no reason, and the person ends up leaving you, You cannot play the victim mentality role. You have to eat it. You have to accept the fact that you made a decision and the decisions came back to haunt you. The victim mentality role has got to stop. We are human. We make mistakes. We get into it, okay, fine. But let's stop blaming other people and say, oh, when you kept that child with that man, okay, you knew he was going to be part of your life. Keeping that kid away from him is not a good thing. You knew he was no good, but you chose to have a baby with him. But now you want to keep the kid? Gee, who does that hurt most of all? Who is that hurting most of all? You hurting the child more than you are him. You chose to keep that child. But then yet you play that victim mentality and be like, oh, he's no good. He treated me bad. He did this. What? You knew that before you got into it. But yet you choose to play the victim mentality role. You knew when you bought the house that the chances of you losing your jobs is 50-50. You could lose your job. Now you're stuck with a mortgage. Now you're going into foreclosure. Now you got to file bankruptcy. Now your credit is going to be screwed up. And then you say, poor me, poor me. But you knew those things are some things that can happen. Stop playing the victim role. Okay? Life is a crapshoot. You roll the dice, and what comes up, comes up. Don't be mad you roll the dice. Take responsibility for your actions. Stop playing the victimhood role. Stop throwing the cards in people's face. Stop trying to make people feel sorry for who you are. Remember where you came from. Remember the decisions that you've made that led you to this exact point. I know I've made a video like this, but I had to go. This is part 2. I've had to go deeper because what I see now is people, and it's a group of generations. It's a whole generation coming in, not wanting to take responsibility for their actions. And it makes me think that, are we getting weaker? Are we getting weaker? You chose that path. You made your bed. At some time, you gotta lie in it. If you don't take care of your husband, he's gonna leave. If you don't take care of your wife, she's gonna leave. If you fail to take care of your kids, the police is gonna take care of them for you. Stop with the victim mentality. No, it doesn't always means that just because you're black, something happens. Your skin color is not 100% always the determining factor of why you got into that situation. You made a choice. You made a decision. Stop with the victim mentality. We have got to change. We have got to become different. We have got to become stronger. We cannot always accept a bailout. That doesn't work. It doesn't make you stronger. It doesn't make you better. It makes you weaker. It makes you someone where people look at and they're like, "Aw, poor baby. That's what you want? That is what you want?" We need to stop. We need to grow up. We need to be adults. We made decisions that led us to this point. We need to accept it. We need to learn from it. We need to study it, examine it, pick it apart, and then move on. Turn your life around. Just because something did not work does not mean someone else was trying to down you. Maybe it's something you did. Stop playing that victim mentality role. You chose her. You chose her. Okay? And it's not always fair to blame other people for the choices that you made. You chose him. You knew. You chose to be in this work environment. You say it's racist, it's racist, it's racist. Get out. Get out. It's racist. You're depressed every single time. You can't. You're stressed out. You can't handle this workplace. They racist against me every single time. White supremacist is taking over. Oh my goodness. What are we gonna do? Didn't I tell you this was gonna be a crazy video? Didn't I tell you you was gonna get hurt? My thing is to shake you to the core. That this video actually offends you to the point that you start to change your life. You start to divert. You need to learn from your mistakes. We need to change. Stop playing the victim role. All right? I'm going to stop it right there. I got so much more to say. I don't want this video to be too long. I could keep going and going and going. But I'm not. I'm going to stop right there. And if you're not offended, you're not listening. This is the most offensive podcast. I'm Slimmy V. God bless, stress less, and let Yahweh do the rest. I'm out. Peace.